Hello, this is Big Unks once again, BIGUNCS. Today was actually a little bit of an exciting day for my YouTube channel, I guess you could say. I saw the movie Disappointment Room, which I will be doing a review on. I went to the 99-cent store, which I didn't find out until recently was actually a thing. I've been going to the 99-cent store for years, and I didn't know it was like the cool thing to do. And I got a box from an eBay purchase. I got a box from Pop in a Box, and I got my BOBOS box. So I think today we're going to be doing the BOBOS and the movie review. So the movie that I saw was, as I just said, it was Disappointment Room, which was kind of weird because when I went to the movie theater, the lady that worked there didn't even know it was a movie. She was like, sorry, could you repeat that? What's the name of that movie? I'm sorry, I haven't heard of that movie. Here's the movie poster. And it was starring the always beautiful Miss Kate Beckinsale. Sorry to say, the movie was similar to The Ring. I guess I should. There will be spoilers, I guess. It was similar to The Ring. They give it's kind of strange, you know. It's like the room upstairs that's hidden away and locked away. That's kind of decorated for a kid and stuff. But Kate Beckinsale and her family, they have it's a husband and wife, and they have a son who's about 6 years old. And she gave birth to an infant who passed away because, once again, this is spoilers in here. So if you're planning on seeing the movie, don't listen to this part. If you see me go like this, that means I'm done spoiling the movie for you. She falls asleep and rolls over on the baby and kills the baby. So the family decides to move from downtown New York to a house out in the middle of nowhere, you know, the big haunted house at the end of the road that nobody wants to live in or has lived in for 50 years. So she does research on the house and finds out that the people that lived there before her had an infant who died on the same day, obviously not the same year, but the same day that her daughter died. So she's like, I want to get out of here. And the husband's like, well, I sold everything I had to buy this place, so we're stuck here for at least a year. So she's an architect, so she's trying to fix up the place. And the local handyman is this little 23-year-old who thinks he's like hot stuff. I guess he hits on all the ladies in town and they all love it. And she's like, yeah, whatever, dude. But it gets really kind of convoluted because they don't explain what a disappointment room is until about maybe a little over halfway through the movie. And a disappointment room is like if you're a rich person and you had a baby that had a deformity or was, you know, developmentally disabled or something like that, and you didn't want people to know about it, you'd stick them up in this disappointment room, and that's where that baby would live until it died, so that it didn't go out in public and disappoint you. So she, you know, being the architect, she has the plans of the house, and she finds the disappointment room. And because she killed the baby, she was on, you know, antipsychotic medication, and she stopped taking it because it made her fuzzy. And then she starts hallucinating, and it just kind of rambles on till the end where everybody's happy and everything's good. And I know I just almost killed my other child, but it's okay. I'm Kate Beckinsale. I'm pretty. We can all be happy now. And even though we've only been here for a month, it's okay. We can move back to New York with no money and everything will be fine. It wasn't that good. If you want to see Kate Beckinsale, she looks pretty. She's wearing, you know, nice clothes and stuff. But I mean, the house wasn't that cool looking, and you know, there weren't like a lot of characters that you might, oh, that character was kind of cool. Oh, that character. The entire time I'm like, why did Kate Beckinsale marry this dude? and your son's a little freak, and the handyman's a douchebag, and the lady that works in town, and she's like a crazy lady, and I don't know, wasn't there. So I wouldn't waste your time. It was kind of cool though. I go to the movies a lot, and I see if it's horror related, that would be my first choice. So that's why I saw this one, because there was 2 new movies out, and this was the only one that was horror related. And but I haven't been to a theater where I was the only person in a theater for a while. So that always, adds to the spookiness of the movie when you're sitting in this big, huge room all by yourself. I always kind of enjoy that. I went to a matinee. I enjoyed myself. Would I have wished it was a better movie? Of course. But I enjoyed myself. Okay. Now we're going to go to my BOBOS unboxing. BOBOS unboxing, BOBOS pumpkin. I guess I gotta cover my name and address. My BOBOS. There's my sticker. And I don't know if I was one of the first people to get a BOBOS, because I haven't seen any new videos up. But this is my first BOBOS. I'm quite excited. I put down Simpsons and Punisher. Yeah, you have to check that thing, Ghost Rider, Punisher, whatever. I'm not a big fan of Ghost Rider, but I'm a huge fan of Punisher. And I don't like Walking Dead. There's a few things on there. It's paper! I got paper! More paper! Right here on top. I'm going to have to open my eBay box now, because I got Blood Gums Murphy from The Simpsons. The saxophone up here too. Yeah. Bleeding Gums Murphy. I'm a huge Simpsons fan. I remember I was watching The Simpsons when they were on the Tracy Ullman show back when I was in high school. So that should tell you I've been there since. I've been watching The Simpsons for a while. More paper! I got more paper! Ooh. I got a sucker of some sort. Looks like green apple. Those suckers. Walking Dead. Building sets. Sweet. And you see that? I was a huge Tyrese fan. When I get to where my quote-unquote permanent setup's going to be, I have a really cool Tyrese decoration that will probably be hanging like somewhere in this area behind me when I get to my... Oh, wow. Check that out. Striker, revolving shotgun, and everything. Whoop, whoop. Punisher. Marvel Legends. Let's get the grenade launcher. He's got the M60. And right up there in the corner, it's a striker revolving shotgun. It was funny how I came to be a fan of the Punisher. My dad is a huge basketball player, and he'd go out every Saturday morning to play with his friends at this church, and about once a month he'd bring me and my brother with him. It's got my note from Bobo saying this is box 1, and we have here. Oh wow. We got Punisher number 2. Number 2 up there. And Punisher number 3. But as I was saying, so we go play basketball for a few hours at this church, and afterwards we swing by like a 7-Eleven, you know, get some Gatorade or water or soda or whatever we wanted. And one day we were standing in line at 7-Eleven, and they had, you know, their magazine display, and this was, you know, a long time ago. And they had some comic books in there, and I was just standing there, and I was like, I don't know what it was, because today I look at the cover, I don't know what I saw, but I think it was like number 23, where he's got the boxing gloves on, and he's standing there, and I was like, hey, Dad, can you hear this? He was like, yeah, whatever, just put it on the counter. So I put it up on the counter, and I brought it home, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. So it was like the next time, I was like, Dad, you got to get me that comic book from when you go to the 7-Eleven. So he brought it for me, and so that's how I was going for a while. And then I found out there are these places called comic book stores. I'm like, no. So I went to this one. It was maybe like a 20-minute walk from my house, and I was like, oh my god. So I was like able to get a whole bunch of them. I only have a few left, you know. Same story, I'm sure most kids go through. Mom gets to a point where she's like, clean this damn room, I'm throwing this stuff away. And she threw away bunches of my comic books. But I have, I think I have 2 or 3 that I saved, and they're all Punisher. And I just saved the ones that I think had like really great covers, and I'll pull those out one day and show them to you, especially if I keep getting new ones. But yeah, let me show you the, what I wanted to show you, because I got this from BOBOS. I got this eBay box. This one is actually kind of funny, all on the same day. Oh, it's just the original. Sorry, just clean up the popcorn. Dr. Hibbert. That's funny. I just got these 2 in the same day. Well, thank you very much, BOBOS. I loved every bit of it. Can't wait to go and read those comics over again, even though I've read them before, but it's been a long time. And thank you to everybody who's sat through my going on 14-minute video. I appreciate it. I guess that's it for now. Thank you very much, and I will see you later.